Anybody can have kidney disease. As long as you have a heart, you can have kidney disease. It affects children, it affects the elderly.
You don't want your world to revolve around it, but it does. Every decision you make, everything that you do, it just revolves around it.
When I became sick, it was immediate. It wasn't something long-term. I didn't gradually come to know I had an illness. It wasn't anything I did. It was just something that happened.
I don't look sick. And having said that means that people kind of tend to pass me by and say, oh, you're fine.
The Kidney Foundation is a volunteer, not-for-profit charitable organization that works to increase public awareness, education, support research, and make a difference in the lives of those affected by kidney disease. Kidney disease is a chronic disease. Most people do not know that, and our goal is to bring awareness to that and support the patients that have to live with this disease.
Kidney disease is something that is a silent killer. So oftentimes, even if they had kidney disease and it's not been detected, then it can be mild or moderate and they can carry on like as if everything is fine, and then suddenly one day show up in emergency room or to a doctor's office with lack of energy, and lo and behold they have kidney disease or kidney failure. So it can be quite devastating.
When I was working up in Saskatchewan, I was healthy, exercised all the time, took care of myself. I was drinking that 8 glasses of water thing, good shape. And when I became sick, it was immediate. Nobody could diagnose what was wrong. I ended up having my blood pressure go right through the roof. I was admitted. Within about 3 days, my kidneys failed. So I had no idea that I had kidney disease. I had no idea I had kidney problems. I came here for a visit, got sick. It was just something that happened. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is dialysis. After dialysis, I feel like I'm 107 years old and I need a wheelchair. I am so weak after dialysis. The machine, what it does in 4 hours, your kidneys normally do in 48. So for everybody it's different, it's unique how it affects the body. In my situation, I look in worse shape than the seniors who are coming out with their walkers. To come to Edmonton and be sick, it was quite hard because you had no support structure. You had no friends to call, you had nobody to help drive you, to help cook for you, to do any kind of grocery shopping, all the things you still have to do even if you're sick. And without having a support, it was very challenging.
Kidney disease has no economic or cultural scenario that's going to make you more susceptible to this disease. Anyone can have it. And even someone who can live completely healthy and health conscious and eating the right things, sometimes, sadly, it can just happen.
I was a very elite level rugby player. I played rugby in the UK and played rugby on scholarship at Simon Fraser University and loved contact sports. I played football there as well. And I was actually here in Edmonton in 2003 on the May long weekend at the International Rugby Tournament they have here every year, and got an MVP award for the best back in the tournament, and went home and within 6 weeks found out that I had 18% of my kidney function left. To know that I would be chained to a machine and chained to a medical system like that was devastating. Those are the things that kill motivation. They kill motivation to be healthier, to eat healthier, to live healthier. Because what's the point? And I've heard a lot of people say that in dialysis. I'm already done for. What is the point of trying to live better? And that's absolutely not true. And it's a very deceptive thing that comes in with being institutionalized in that situation. Home hemodialysis is a treatment option for people with kidney failure. It's an option, of course, from the hospital version, but you have a machine and a water purification system installed in your house. You do it when you sleep and you get into a rhythm with it. One of the biggest challenges that I've had, of course, is just needling in general. I mean, I've had a series of infections, culminating in a staph infection last fall. There's challenges with regards to the equipment, the supplies. You got to get a delivery every month, and you got to be willing to commit, a chunk of your nice master bedroom to hospital equipment. If I have to live this life on dialysis, I would not want to do it any other way. I mean, this is, to me, the choices available, peritoneal or hospital dialysis, don't compare as far as I'm concerned.
Kidney Foundation is really all about making sure that patients with kidney problems are supported well. We try to educate them as well as to provide them some financial support for things that they won't otherwise be covered by. The other big thing is of course, to improve outcome and also to detect kidney problems earlier and perhaps even come up with some treatment options. We need to do research. So Kidney Foundation supports research as well.
We found out about my son Allesandro's kidney issues before he was born. I was 25 weeks pregnant and had a hematoma on my placenta. So they put me on bed rest for a week and a half, and it's then that they saw through an ultrasound that his ureters were dilated. When he was born, we found out that his function was at about 20 to 30%, and he had posterior urethral valves, which needed to be removed. So he had his first surgery at 10 days old. He's had 14 surgeries in total so far. Basically every complication that the doctors have said could happen has happened. We just found out in May that he's stage 4 renal failure, so kidney transplant. We're hoping that I'm a match. So far my blood type is. And yeah, we have behind me, there's 11 other people who said that they would possibly become a donor. He's very frightened. He doesn't talk about it that often, but when he does, he'll bring up things that he's scared of. I've had discussions with him that I shouldn't have to have discussions with my 14-year-old son about, you know, what happens if the kidney doesn't work. You know, he's having discussions with me about, you know, that he doesn't want to die.
We at the Kidney Foundation are behind you. We have resources, we have literature, we have information, but mainly we have someone here that you can talk to. Our door is open, and our e-door is open 24 hours a day.
The support that we get from the foundation is something that's truly priceless, because when you're going through something like this, you know, you have a child going through something like this, you need to be able to talk to somebody who gets it.
I think people should support the Kidney Foundation for a number of reasons. One being that it could happen to you. It could happen to your children. It could happen to your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. You never know when kidney disease or any type of disease can strike a family.
You know, why should people give to the Kidney Foundation? I'd like to tell some, you know, sort of broad, overreaching principle, but I think it's just about helping people and making a difference in individuals' lives.
It is so difficult, and we want to not just be sometimes a band-aid solution, we want to be able to turn that into a service, which is very different. And with the support of donors, we can help achieve that, but we need to do it together.